Hello friends, today I am coming with new video lecture. In this one we will discuss some questions in which students generally do silly mistakes. Okay, I am taking one of the question of kinematics. Take it. Suppose this is rough cylinder of radius r. Rough cylinder of radius r. It is put in gravity free space. We are putting in gravity free space. There is no gravitational force or force of gravity etc. of any type. But it is rough. Rough cylinder is here. Rough cylinder of radius r. Suppose there is a ring. A ring wears this cylinder. That is, the axis of the ring is cylinder. It wears. It is in touch. The ring is in touch with the body of the cylinder. This cylinder is suppose uniform. It's not looking in this figure uniform, but suppose it's uniform. Firstly, this ring is given initial angular velocity omega naught. Initial angular velocity omega naught, and due to this resistive force between cylinder and ring, it stops in t naught time. T naught time is time of stopping. Time of stopping. When only this angular velocity omega naught is given to the ring. Now, the same angular velocity omega naught is given in the same direction, and simultaneously u velocity is given along the length of the cylinder. This ring has been given two types of velocities. One of them angular velocity in the shown direction, suppose it's rotating in this way, and simultaneously initially it's given initial velocity u along the length of the cylinder. Then you have to find out the maximum displacement at which this ring will be stopped. You have to find out displacement along the cylinder. No one thing. Displacement along the cylinder. Okay, we are doing. Firstly, we are going to find out the acceleration, resistive acceleration, retarding acceleration between ring and the cylinder. Okay. Due to this angular velocity, the tangential velocity of this ring, initial tangential velocity of the ring Vt will be omega naught r. Okay, initial. If this resistive force will be opposite to this Vt at a particular instant, and we can write down ki if t naught is the time of stopping, final velocity 0 will be Vt minus of a t naught. Why minus? Because this is resistive acceleration, retardation occurs, and we can find out this a from this equation as this Vt is omega naught r by t naught. There is no doubt in this portion. From this equation we can. Okay. In second part of this question, we are giving same angular velocity omega naught in the same direction, and simultaneously it's given u velocity along the length of the cylinder. Means result, this will be Vt tangential velocity, this is v u, and resultant velocity will be in this direction, v, in this direction. This resultant velocity will make theta angle with this horizontal, with the length of the cylinder. Firstly, we should find out this resultant velocity, initial resultant velocity v, that will be v t squared plus u squared square root. Means we can write down this one as, that is omega naught square r square plus u square square root. And may you tell me about this theta? This cos theta will be resultant velocity v upon u. Resultant velocity, I am very sorry, u upon v. This u upon v. That is cos theta is u upon, what about v? This root over u square plus omega naught square r square. Any doubt? But know one thing, if resultant velocity is in this direction, the resistive force here I am showing with this dot dot will be just in opposite direction to resultant velocity. This resistive force would not be exactly opposite to u, would not be exactly opposite to Vt, but it would be now along the line of resultant velocity but in opposite direction. Why? Because it is of resistive nature, it is retarding, that is why opposite nature. But we have to find out displacement only along the length of the cylinder, axis of the cylinder. So we should take a component of this acceleration along the axis of the cylinder. And what will be component of the cylinder? Component parallel to this axis will be a cos theta. A cos theta. We can have a is this one, cos theta. That is omega naught r by t naught, and you can have cos theta u by u square plus omega naught square r square square root. No? That is a parallel to this one. Okay. Now finally, if it moves L distance parallel to this one, we have to find out this L. When it stops, its final velocity along the axis will be 0, and now we are writing every quantity parallel to this axis of the cylinder, and we should come here. We should come here. V parallel will be 0, that's equals to initial velocity along the axis u minus of a cos theta, that is parallel to this axis. I am very sorry. We should not find time, but we should find directly displacement. So this will be 0 square equals to initial velocity u square. This u is parallel to this axis minus of a parallel into twice of displacement L. We need this L. You can take this L equals to u square by 2a parallel. But you can take this a parallel. I am here writing a parallel. You can have this u square by 2. What about a parallel? A parallel is this one. This one is 2 omega naught r u by t naught root over u square plus omega naught square r square. This whole one is displacement. We can put this one here. we can cancel one of the u now, and this L equals to this T naught root over u square plus omega naught square r square. One of the u will be here upon 2 omega naught r. This is our final answer. This is the maximum displacement along the axis. I hope you will not have any doubt in this one. If you have any doubt, you can write down in comments, or you can go to my page, Kamlesh Pandey classes page. I will give link of that page also, and you can write any your doubt. There will be written notes of this one on that page. And it's a Hindi lecture is also available, so you can go through Hindi if you are convenient in Hindi. Thank you.